It's a follow-up of a question that I asked you previously.
Right.
What is God's relation to Buddha? When you refer to Buddha and God, are you referring to one entity, or what's the relation between these two terms you use?
I see. Buddha is a term for an enlightened master. Yeah? In Christian terminology, is an embodiment of the Holy Spirit, meaning a messenger of God. That is the correct term to understand Buddha. God is the all-pervasive energy or force or loving or entity. Now, if you understand Buddha in the terms of a human manifestation of God, then the Buddha is exactly like that. But if you understand Buddha as all-pervasive, God-like, then it is God also. So you can say Buddha is the manifestation of Buddha nature, or God's power, and the Buddha nature is God. Just like Christ is the manifestation of God, of God's power, like that. But actually there is no difference between the two. The Buddha is the Buddha nature, comes from Buddha nature, and manifests the Buddha nature in order to help people. Or Christ is a manifestation of God in order to help people to go back to God. But he is God himself. Therefore he says, I and my Father are one. But because of the modesty of all the saints, the humility of all the saints, they will not say, I am God, yeah? I am the highest or anything like that. They say, I am the servant of God, I am the son of God, I am the Buddha, the messenger of God, etc. But sometimes in a fits of inspiration, they would say, I am God, I and my Father are one. But that doesn't mean Christ or Buddha was very, very arrogant. No, far from it. They are too humble. We can never imagine their humility. What we think in terms of humility is that if somebody tells us what to do and we say, yes, I will do it, sir, yes, sir. Or if somebody scolds us and we humbly say, oh, I'm sorry, please, forgive me. That's humility. No. That is too low, too little of humility. Humility is like Jesus, like Buddha. They are the greatest in the universe, but they appear the lowest. Buddha became like a beggar and let people think that he was a human being. He suffered, he died, he got sick, he had to beg for food. That's his humility. He could not show his greatness, and he didn't even show it. He didn't make a show of it. And Jesus Christ, he was the greatest on earth and in heaven, and he let people crucify him and even pray for forgiveness for those people who crucify him. That is true humility. The greatest humility we can only learn from the saints, not from ordinary social behavior or convention or code of morality. This is only man-made humility. True humility came only from sons of God.
There are two more questions written in Vietnamese.
Đức Phật dạy tu là để thoát vòng sinh tử luân hồi. Nhưng trong khi tu, có nghĩa là chưa giác ngộ. Tôi không biết kiếp trước tôi là gì. Vậy làm sao tôi biết là tôi thoát hay không? Hay là tôi đã tới mức nào?
The question is, the Buddha teaches us to be liberated from birth and death. But now the person has not yet reached the highest enlightenment, so he doesn't know whether he's already out of birth and death or not yet out of birth and death. Also, he wants to know what his last life will be. So my answer is that you carry on practicing. Now one day you may know, or you may not know. If you do not follow a real enlightened master, it's difficult to pinpoint whether you will know or not, whether you will get enlightened or not. If you follow a real master, it's easier to know. It's safer, it is more guarantee. He will tell you that you will get it, you will know it in time. Excuse-moi, je voudrais vous demander deux questions. Qui est le représentant de notre Seigneur? Deux, où allons-nous après la mort? You understand?
No.
No? It's French. Excuse me, I would like to ask you two questions. Yeah? The first is, who represents God, your God? Is that right? Did I translate correctly? Who is this? Who is the friend? C'est vous. Pourquoi écrire en français? Je sais aussi anglais, non? Cũng bảo là all right. The first question is, who represents your God? Ai là người đại diện của Thượng Đế đối với Ngài, phải không? Đối với tôi, phải không? Phải không?
Không, dạ tất cả. Tại vì trong...
Thượng Đế là ai, phải không?
Dạ không phải. Dạ ai là người đại diện cho Thượng Đế để mà đưa đến chỗ Thượng Đế.
Thì đúng rồi. Thì đúng rồi ha. Okay. The second question is, where are we going after death? Shall I tell you in Vietnamese so you understand? Yeah. Người mà đại diện cho Thượng Đế đó là một người mà từ ở trên Thượng Đế phái xuống. Rồi họ xuống đây cũng làm như một người phàm như vậy. Nhưng mà sau khi họ được ân điển của Thượng Đế rồi, họ nhớ lại họ là ai. Họ nhớ lại họ là Thượng Đế phái xuống và làm việc cho Thượng Đế. Những người đó đưa mình tới ánh sáng và đưa mình tới sự sáng suốt, đưa mình tới sự giải thoát vĩnh viễn, như là Jesus Christ, như là Buddha, Phật đó, Phật tổ đó. Những người đó đều là đại diện của Thượng Đế và đưa mình về Thượng Đế. Thượng Đế là gì? Mình cái tiếng Việt Nam mình kêu bản lai diện mục đó. Cái quyền ly tối thượng nhất mà nó ở trong con người của mình đó. Thấy chưa? Sau khi mình chết rồi đó thì mình đi đâu tùy theo cái nghiệp của mình. Thí dụ như cái đời này mình làm lành á thì mình đi thiên đàng, hoặc là mình trở lại làm người sung sướng, đẹp đẽ, hạnh phúc hơn. Nếu mà mình làm ác thì mình cứ đi xuống những cảnh giới nó thấp kém hơn, nó đau khổ hơn. Một thời gian mình sẽ trở lại. Nếu mình tu theo một vị thầy sống đó, một vị Phật sống, hoặc là một vị đại diện Thiên Chúa đó, thì mình sẽ về cõi Phật, về cõi trời. So I told him that those who represent God are those who are sent by God, like Buddha, like Jesus Christ, who come from the Most High, the highest power in the universe. That's what we call the representative of God. If we follow these people, they will show us the way back to heaven, to the Buddha's land. And they will give us the light. Not give us, but open to us the light within ourselves, which already exists, which is ours. The Master cannot give you anything at all, except just to show you where your treasure lies, where you have it. But of course the Master stands by, and with the Master's virtues and compassion, help us a lot to smooth our way, clear our road, so that we walk better and not hurt ourselves. So the Master is very compassionate. Now the second question is where we go after death. We go to where we belong. If in this life we do some virtuous deeds and good, then we go to heaven, or we go back, become human beings again, and enjoy a prosperous, healthy, and comfortable life. If we do some wicked deeds which are against the law, then we may have to transmigrate or degrade into some kind of lower and more painful existence. If, however, we follow a living Master who shows us the way to the Buddha's land or back to the kingdom of God, then we will go there when we die. There are three kinds of people. Anything else?
Oh, nothing. But can I have 1 minute?
Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow we're going to have initiation. The direction and map is at the front desk. And please be on time, because we're doing this all together at the same time, not one by one. Please be on time. Thank you very much, Master.
Yes, we didn't have that much time yesterday. You know what time we slept last night? About 4 or 5 in the morning. And I didn't sleep until very late. I read books, sutras, and I didn't even sleep that much at all. And then it's time, and then we have to go. And they have to be here very early in the morning. After the lecture, we assembled together and drank something, and ate something, small things, and chatted around. And then we didn't part until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they went home to their place. They have to wash and shower and fix things. And then maybe rest for a couple of hours. And then come early here to prepare all this. Preparing this thing takes a long time, takes many hours. So you come about 1 o'clock, but they have to leave the place about maybe
10:30.
10:30?
Right.
Oh, 10:30. Yes, what is it? No. 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 What are you, Catholic? Yes, stay there. Jesus is okay. I worship him too. Yeah? Yeah. We worship the same master.
In the rules for preparation, for initiation, you state that the spiritual power should not be used for healing illness.
Yes.
I am a practitioner of THImông, method of healing practice. If I were to receive initiation, would I still be able to safely practice the Reiki healing art without the effects of the initiation causing me to incur a karmic debt by practicing the Reiki healing art?
Reiki healing, you use the hands and radiate light.
Yes, light energy through the hands and also with the mind through the physical.
Yes. Yes, I understand this process. You see, to be a healer is different from to be a world saver. Yeah? A different path. So if you like to be a healer, then it is better you stay where you are. If you would like to become a Buddha or Christ, not only to heal people's sicknesses, but to heal the soul, then you follow me. Okay? It's a different path altogether. For example, if you want to become a doctor, a physician, then you should not bother with the nurse work and don't have to do all the nurse work every day and help them just because they also helping patients. Just because they're also doing the loving work, you say, oh, the nurse is so busy and it's also helping the patient, though I have to help them. No, you have to carry on with your study until you get a doctor's degree and you become a doctor. A nurse is a nurse, a doctor is a doctor.
So practicing the Reiki healing would therefore be inappropriate? Is that what I am to understand?
It's not helping your progress to become Christ-like. And it's not for liberation. You heal people's sicknesses only. I heal without touching anyone. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to come to that person to heal. And that's a greater healing. Wouldn't you follow?
I'm not sure I follow you on that. I'm not sure I understand.
Yes. I understand. Now, your healing is very compassionate work. The Reiki healing is also due to love for the suffering of humankind. I understand. But our path is higher than that. You heal without healing. You heal without hands, without foot, without eyes, without even looking at the patient, without even knowing the patient, without even the patient ever knowing you. That's the best healing, the highest. So actually, when you follow me, you also follow the healing path, but no need to do these small tricks. We have to accumulate our power to the maximum, and then you heal through anything. All right? Not that I have no compassion for humankind. What I say is that we have to first accumulate our power to the maximum extent, and then we can heal anyone without even laying hands on them, without having to be near them, without even knowing that patient. Some people get cured just by repeating the name of the master, of the living master, even without even seeing the master at all. Never heard of that master before, never saw that master before. Just hear the name and have faith in that master and get cured. Incurable disease. That's the highest kind of healing, yeah? We have to accumulate this power until that peak and then be a healer. The healer of soul and body.
I'm sorry, from what I can gather, I'm trying to think of what this gentleman's concern is. I think he is at that decision point, and because this healing may be a means for his living. And
no.
It seems that...
no, they don't do that for money.
Oh, okay.
They don't do that for money, as long as I know, right? Oh, but that's not money. That's not a livelihood, no?
No, it is not my livelihood.
That's right. Mostly they do this kind of work. It's for charity. Yeah. If people donate, all right. If they do not donate, they don't care even. No? The donation is good for the patient only, right? So
Thank
no
you.
livelihood meaning.
Thank you. Yeah, I rest my question.
Right. Anything else?
Okay.
Here. The man with the stick. We're both the same, no? I also have a stick. Come.
Now, I seem to think that God finds you or finds me or all of us if we want God. Can you have maybe not too many masters, but too much exposure or not?
To what?
You mean to show everywhere? To be everywhere?
Maybe it's spreading thin, but rushing towards all saints, all representatives of God. Can that be a bad thing?
I can't understand. Can you understand? Please explain to me what he means. Are you enlightened? What did you mean? Please make it. Is that right?
How much is too much?
Well, when you think you have found the answer with one master and satisfy your soul, you should stop and meditate and be quiet and find your own master within, not without.
Then maybe I'll get a little more lucid. I hate to get lucid, but maybe I will.
No, tell me.
One time while I was being shown God, in this area were all the saints. And they were used to the light, and they loved the light. It was too much for me.
You've been shown the light of God within, not the physical light, and it was too much for you? In which sense?
I didn't want to lose control.
Well, you have to do it slowly. It's not losing control. You expand.
The question might be, it's not a question, it was fear.
Oh, maybe you fear losing the ego eye. But you gain more by that. You see, in the Bible it says, those who lose everything will gain everything. Yes. So, because of our habit of clinging to this world and the possession in this world, we fear that if we lose everything in this world or lose hold of this world, what will we get then? It's just a fear of losing possessions and losing touch with this world. But you will come back to this world anyhow. After that, you will come back. So no need to fear. It's hard to get to God. It's easy to get to the world. So no need to fear. Anything?
It struck me at the time when I put on the brakes that in India, in China, in other cultures, you could walk around and know God and not be put in a state hospital.
Who? You?
Like here. No, I'm just saying that.
Many people walking around, they say they know God, and then people put them in hospital? Can you understand what he says?
That they were not considered insane, as here in this country they would consider someone who was so religious that they are just abnormal.
Well, that's what I understood too, yeah. But you must not go around and proclaim it to people that, look, I know God, I'm enlightened. No need to do that. Understand? And also, the people who know God are mostly very normal people. There's nothing abnormal about them. But sometimes people go insane by practicing some methods unknown to themselves or without a competent master. That also happens. What we call 找魔 in Chinese, 斗hỏa nhập ma. These cases also happen. Yeah? But most enlightened people are very normal. But also it's very dangerous. Yes, that's right. That's why it is so dangerous to be a master. Because you cannot conceal yourself from the public. Your duty is to proclaim it to the public. And it doesn't matter how embarrassed you are, you have to tell them who you are. And it's really contradictory to their humility. And it's also against their own quiet nature. And also makes them very tired physically and mentally. And receive all kinds of total and mental and physical discomfort due to the karma of the people who come to them for help. Also, they receive a lot of criticism and disbelief from other people. And so Jesus was crucified, Buddha was nearly killed, and many other masters were killed. It is because they dared to proclaim in public that they were enlightened, that they are masters. Of course, it's very dangerous. But for most people, if they don't have a mission from God to proclaim it, then just practice quietly and silently in your home. Do not let people know what you are. Then you have no danger. All right? Yes?
当时我有2个问题啊。第一个就是刚才你解释关于我的天堂的提问，就是美好世界提问的时候，说是没有开悟的人就不知道什么是天堂。如果开悟以后就知道天堂，你就知道天堂。因为你说你可以展示给我们，就是可以好像可以让我们看到，能不能可以让我们看到？明天
你来印心，我给你看。
我到什么地方？
就去外面问他们。
哦，
师父也不知道。
哦，明天就可以展示，是不是？
不是展示啦，
这就是啊。
你来印心的时候，你真正的要看了，你真正的要回去天国了。
是吗？
我不是给你看了，然后你回去，不是这样子的。
是。
就不是卖便宜的，应该诚信的人。
是诚心来。
诚信是，然后我以后要通通回去天国的，不是今天看一看了，明天走了，不是这样子，不是尝试的。明天如果你真的要的话，那明天在印心的时候就可以知道一点，不是通通知道，那么快也不行，你受不了这个天堂的光那么强，应该慢慢的来，懂吗？一点点，一天一点点，
逐渐的开悟。逐渐的开悟，
以后就开悟，以后完全开悟，明天只开悟一点而已。
是不是有一个成语说这个立地成佛，是不是很快能够马上就能够进入这个开悟的境界？
看到有的人，不过不是每个人这样，看你的那个前世的境界在哪里，
是不是看诚心？
也是有关，不过有的人生生世世修行了，懂不懂？他一看就成佛了。
那么
不过也不那么快了，释迦牟尼佛也需要6年了。懂。
第二个问题是，就是怎么样处理这样2者的关系？一个人既要开悟，又要从事自己的研究或者自己的工作。
是。
那么是不是这开悟和这些看书研究是不是互相矛盾的？是不是这个心思就用在开悟上，或者就这样怎么处理这2者日常生活这样的关系？
你开悟还是要研究。
你譬如开悟就是你譬如开悟的时候，就是意思就是
以后还可以做工作啦，并不是说开悟以后就失掉工作、失掉夫妻的关系啊，儿子都丢掉，没有啊。开还是开，工作还是工作啊，两个都不同的世界嘛。开悟是在里面开了，工作是用外面的手工作啊。
这个就比较抽象了。你譬如说具体点说。就是说开悟以后，是不是就是晚上的时候，是不是什么也不要想？是不是就平常看的东西、看的书也忘了，然后就进？
不会啦，开玩笑。如果我什么都忘了，那我怎么能够来这里？我怎么能够跟你讲中文？我会忘中文了呢？不会啦，很平常了，比以前更聪明、更好，工作更努力、更有力而已。OK？
更快乐。
更快乐，对。
开悟呢，就是一个呢，就是你刚才看你的书上一个要吃素，那么还有一个问题就是这个
吃素为了要避免现在的增加的业障，张扬我们的慈悲心。
主要说善良之心。
是，不是吃素才能够开悟，不是啦。
好，谢谢。
还有什么？他不是笑你了，他笑师父回答了。
是。
你不要害羞，继续问。
我是这个。
你是诚心问的，不是笑你了，继续问。
是这个，就是说这个就是这个开悟这种这个概念，这种术语对我们来讲也比较抽象。就是我心想的开悟呢，就是说就是信仰佛，或者。就是不信仰别的一些，就是邪说。那么 开悟指的是信仰，专心致志的信仰。怎么样进入开悟这个途径啊？这还不就是还不太明白，就说。
Oh my God, 5 o'clock! I can't believe it. I'm talking for 5 hours. Oh no. 开悟哈，是应该入佛的知见，跟了解佛的智慧，不是信仰而已。因为相信佛，不过不了解佛是诽谤佛，了解吗？要开悟才能够了解佛的智慧，那个时候才是真正的尊敬佛。不然的话，要讲清楚啦。开悟啊，
才不会迷信。That gentleman, I believe he's a researcher, and he's questioning about instant enlightenment, and he's confused about this, and he mixed enlightenment with religious belief, and that's why Master answered that question to him.
I also forgot what I answered. He said, if enlightenment means you go home and then in the evening you might forget everything and then you cannot function in the world. He worried that maybe it's too abnormal. I said, no, you still function. You function even better than before. If you still like to read books and doing some research in books and about the knowledge of the world, you still have to do this. You still can do it. And if it's good for your job, you must do it. Like if you are a doctor, you have to always read medical books of the recent times, not only of the ancient times, in order to better your knowledge and be more sufficient in your work. That you have to do. It doesn't interfere with your enlightenment. Enlightenment is inside. Working, serving the world is outside. But when the inside is enlightened, the outside is also enlightened. You do your work more sufficiently, more actively, more happily. That's all. It doesn't mean you forget everything. And I told him I haven't forgot anything. If I get enlightenment and forget, how can I speak to you in Chinese? I still remember Chinese. That's what I told him. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah?